It's wonderful. We're here again with season 2. We are here where it all began in Galveston, Texas, Juneteenth. Today we're going to talk with Ms. Sharon Lewis, Councilwoman Sharon Lewis of the city of Galveston, District 1. And she has, I'm going to let her tell you about herself. And then she is going to talk to us about the happenings during Juneteenth.
Well, I'm just so elated to be here. Thank you. My name is Sharon B. Lewis, and I am City Council District 1 rep. I have a background in education, and it's real simple. I love kids and collaboration. And I thought City Council would be a lot of collaborating. But I'm just excited to be here to talk about Juneteenth, to share with you. We're excited. Guja, we're about to develop our website. And it is the Galveston United Juneteenth Alliance, which its mission statement is to make sure the Juneteenth events are happening here on the island and moving them to more of a national level. So we're just excited to kick off the website, and we have some new events this year that are happening.
Sharon, I was just thinking we need to go down the list, how it started, how long it's been going on, because you realize that we have been celebrating Juneteenth all of our lives, but it became a state holiday first. So some of the activities have been going on for 40 years. So you can tell me which ones,
Yes, you're so right. The gala that first started, that's been over 35 years itself. I think originally it was called a pageant, but now it's scaled up to a scholarship gala.
And it's Miss Juneteenth?
Yes, ma'am. That is our Miss Juneteenth for the county. Yeah, the winner, and they receive scholarship. And all the participants receive some type of scholarship. So that's been around, been through the community. I remember when it was at the ILA Hall down on Market side, north side of Broadway. So that's one of the events that's been going on. And the Al Edwards celebration, 44 plus years of that, because we do know that he was the one that fought dearly for this to become a state holiday. And then other states began to add on. And finally, we were blessed with it as a federal holiday. So Galveston has had a lot of, or should I say, the history of Juneteenth here has been inclusive of state legislatures who always would come to Galveston. And of course, we cannot forget Reverend Thomas,
right,
who pushed that button as well for Juneteenth with our own Mr. Juneteenth, Doug Matthews. Those people have just been at the forefront of this and have given us 45 plus years of this.
I think they have 2 other events that during that time.
Yes, they do the Juneteenth banquet, and then they do the reenactment on Juneteenth Day, which they have the reading of Order Number 3 at the Ashton Villa. So, and this, of course, this year, I think is the 3rd year for a business symposium that this year will happen on June the 14th, which is great information. I thoroughly enjoyed it last year. People who are looking to see how do they get a contract with the government or starting their own business, entrepreneurship. Great information there. So those are some of the events at the Old Central Culture. And then, of course, we do, Nia is doing the gospel for Ed Hammond on June the 8th this year, bringing that in. But the sneaker ball and, of course, comedy, those things that, and what's very new this year is a play written by Ossie Davis that just came off Broadway. So Pearly Victorious. And I personally love the play. I loved Ossie Davis. But we're going to actually have it housed or presented at Old Central Cultural Center this year. So that's a new thing. And it will run that weekend right before Juneteenth.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the week before Juneteenth.
Yeah, that particular weekend. I think it's like the 15th, 14th, and the 15th. But you should be receiving information on that. And, of course, we have our 1865 concert, and that is Dominique Hammonds, the violinist. And Mike Evans is a great sponsor of that for us. So that allows us to charge 1865. I hope everybody catch that. That's that year.
Right.
Yeah, so we have that along with a comedian out of Houston. And we have our local Angie Hill, who is a faith-based poet here of the Real Girls. So lots of events going on. Visit Galveston will have those events listed. So anybody go to Visit Galveston website and put Juneteenth 2024, they can pull up every event. And as soon as our website, the Goodyear website, is developed, it will be linked to that as well.
So can you tell me that, are we having a parade again?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It is that Saturday, the 15th.
Okay.
Yes.
Fireworks?
I think fireworks, they were planning that for the Juneteenth day. Miss Toussaint is planning a parade for that night.
Okay.
So in her plan, she has fireworks. So we're hoping that that happens. And then it's...
Don't you think it's growing?
Oh, yes.
The activities are growing.
Oh, yes, they are. And I probably miss saying some of them, but yes, it is. And people are more involved in, we even have, this year the library is bringing in the Kinsleys. And if you had a chance to go see that in Houston, I went to see their travel exhibit.
Yeah.
Thank you. In Houston. So there'll be an opportunity to personally meet them, and that'll be on June the 21st. And also, I think the Bryan Museum has someone special who's coming in from Houston, Afro-American, who was the first one with the Houston Post. So, yes, there are many new activities that are happening, and we're just excited.
And it's doing well with tourism.
Yes.
The hotels and...
Yes. In Airbnbs. I've been in communication with Bryson so that we can particularly identify those hotels that are close to the activities and your short-term rentals that are within, especially District 1, where most of those activities will take place, and that we can share that information with tourists.
And so we have, how are we getting our finances?
Well, this year was the grant through the parks, and this year it increased to $200,000. So that's why you got a variety of event applicants for that. So, and I think they pretty much used all the money.
So we're going to be as large as the Essence Festival.
That is we have such a great volunteer on our team. That's Brandon Levias, and that is his goal. He wants to push this along as Essence Festival to, what they do, how they do it, how they have different setups and different speakers in there, and then different events, all of this going on around at the same time. And not only that, but we want to include the city on some transportation, special transportation on that, like the trolley stops
Yes.
or whatever. So we're just excited that we've taken it a step above and ready to have a great time this year.
I understand we're working on a museum.
We are definitely going to be pushing that direction for the museum. We don't have any details in particular, but that is a goal to definitely Galveston to have a museum.
I notice now when you arrive coming into Galveston, there are signs.
Yes, there is a sign. We are, it's a sign there that says, "Welcome, Galveston, the birthplace of Juneteenth." So we like to see that sign as it gets a little larger and improve. But we had some tourists who actually called in to the city and spoke with the mayor and said, "Hey, why don't y'all get some kind of signage up here or whatever?" And then we had conversation and the mayor made it happen. So, yeah, we do have some signage up that welcomes people to Galveston, the birthplace of of Juneteenth.
Well, we really thank the city for immediately, once it became a federal holiday, really put on the joy of finding out the history and being more communicative and supportive with the holiday.
Yes. And we always have on June 19th, the Reedy Chapel Festival, and then also that march to the courthouse,
Right.
which is always great. People are just excited to be a part of that. And not only that, but they do the dress part and kind of the reenactment of that as well. So, and that has been going on for some years now. So that's another important part of Juneteenth.
Well, you just mentioned the reenactment that happens at Reedy Chapel, AME Church. Well, a lot of folk don't realize that it was the slave church on Broadway, and it is in the newspaper during that time. It was the first celebration of Juneteenth, and it happened in January. And so what happens at Juneteenth, the church and its membership does the reenactment. They go to the courthouse that was on 21st Street, and it's all, written, documented. And so from there, everyone marches from the 21st Street courthouse back to Reedy Chapel. And then, of course, they have a program. And luckily, the last 2 years, they've been able to have folk who have done the genealogy, and being able to say that they wrote a letter to find their family members, and they were members of Reedy Chapel, AME Church. So that is why that is such a great activity to come and participate in.
Mm-hmm. Very powerful.
Very powerful.
Very powerful.
Very powerful.
And then that evening after, that's when we have Dominique Hammond's.
Oh, okay.
For that $18.65, the concert. And that is held at the Old Central. This is our third year of this. It'll be held at the Old Central Cultural Center. And tickets are available on Eventbrite.
And there's some significance about the Old Central Culture Center.
Oh, there is major significance. And we are just, as a matter of fact, I didn't get a chance to be that Bearcat, but I love the Bearcats. But it was the only high school for Blacks in the state of Texas, right here in Galveston. So, of course, we are just excited. But not only that, but the teachers, the principalship, everything was just almost perfect. I can still see Dr. Morgan's feet walking. I mean, it was just like, as a little kid, you were in awe to see your people that full of energy and education and becoming these great things in the world. I mean, I remember the guy graduating from Central being the budget director in LA Unified School District.
Yes, he was.
And that's like, oh my God.
In fact, I worked with him in LA Unified School District.
Wow, wow. So great history there. Yes. Old Central Culture.
Henry Jones.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So we're hoping too now to move forward with that as Old Central being the hub for a historical district. So that's in the planning too, to come down the line.
Very good. How exciting.
Yes, very exciting. So anytime anyone wants to look at the activities for Juneteenth, they can check visitgalveston.com, Juneteenth 2024, and all those events will be there. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm so happy that we have an area where we can look and see.
Yes. Yeah.
And find them.
And they're doing a lot of catching a lot of data on tourists who are going to that website, seeking information on what's happening in Galveston Juneteenth.
Great.
Yes.
So we need everyone to please go to that site.
Yes.
Vision Galveston.
Mm-hmm. VisionGalveston.com, Juneteenth 2024.
You know, when you go to the website, and it's called Visit Galveston, you're going to see other activities that we have going on in Galveston. Can you and I discuss some of those activities?
Yes. We have, for example, if you go on the site, you will see the home tours, where people can go through and take tours of homes that are 100 years old or less, homes that were that people personally live in today, their own homes. They're on the home tour, or either some historical fact in particular about that home. And that's usually Mother's Day weekend is one of the weekends,
right?
The day and the weekend before. Not only that, but you'll get advertisement of the Pleasure Pier, because people are always bringing kids. You know, you bring your family here, and you come for and spend the night and go to Pleasure Pier, Ferris wheel, all kinds of rides there.
I think restaurants can't visualize a pier out in the water.
Yeah.
And it has the Ferris wheel and games and restaurants.
Yeah.
And have you. Yeah.
And extends out in the water or over the water, you would say. I don't know, I would say maybe at least 4-car length, I guess. That's a good visual of it. But it is an exciting place that people love to come to when they come here. Moody Gardens, because there's several great venues there at Moody Gardens. You have the Pyramid, and you have the theater there, and also it's an outside place where they will have the event of the air show. You can pay and go sit there, and that's a very popular thing for people to come to Galveston to see the air show.
Right.
And
it has a one of the old-fashioned type of boats that you can go eat on.
Oh, yes. It surely does.
And each one of the pyramids represents something different.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have a aquarium.
Yes.
In one of the pyramids, like a area that is tropical.
Yes.
And I don't know what the third one is, but it's really great for
Butterfly.
families.
Is it the butterfly?
Yeah, butterfly.
Butterfly one. Yes.
And
the
they have
butterfly.
wonderful activities for families.
Yes,
A great hotel
of course. And Palm Beach.
and Palm Beach. That's
Yes,
right.
Yes.
With white sand.
Yes, white sand and beautiful water.
Yes.
That is like your personally designed beach there, Barkley. But
Yeah, we are all thinking about that statement from Mr. Barkley. But we want you to know we have beautiful beaches.
yes, we do. And actually, during the summer, on certain days, our water is blue. It is just beautiful. And once that hits the news, people will really come. And it's more than one day.
Yeah.
It's more than one day. So we thoroughly enjoy the beaches here.
Many families can come and enjoy Galveston when they're getting ready to go on cruise ships. We have several cruise ships
Oh, yeah.
that are out of Galveston. We actually have another island attached to our island called Pelican Island. And there's a park there.
There sure is. And that's a lot of major history there. I think the first immigrants.
In fact, the university, Texas A&M Galveston,
Mm-hmm.
is there on Pelican Island.
Includes a submarine. So Galveston, when you go to visit Galveston site, you're going to find lots of information and events and things to visit and do here as a tourist, or even here as locals.
Right.
Locals.
Now, if you like to fish, there are party boats,
Oh, my God. Yes.
you know, and there's wonderful food, many restaurants.
Yes. Yes. They have one major boat that goes out, and I guarantee you they caught tunas, and they were about 5 feet long.
Really?
Yes, yes. So a lot of people come for those tour boats to go out there and fish.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, see, you can come and enjoy Galveston and all of our attractions while you're visiting for Juneteenth.
That's right. That's right. So come on down.
Where it all began.
Right here, the birthplace of Juneteenth.
I thank you so very much, Sharon, for coming and letting us know about all the activities that we are going to enjoy during Juneteenth, as well as all the wonderful activities that we have in Galveston Island. I really am so excited, and we're so excited that those persons who have tuned in will now know and understand what we're all about and come right here to Galveston, Texas.